Oh, welcome back, everybody, to Catching You. I'm your co-host, Rusty Ham. I'm doing a solo today. Currently in the airport at Puerto Rico, in Puerto Rico. Just got done visiting Lacie and watching her play and having a little mini vacation with the family. And I just wanted to kind of describe how it went and what my feelings are about how everything went. If you're on YouTube, you can see I'm wearing the team shirt, Uncle's softball. They were in the semifinals this weekend, and it went well. It didn't go as well, but they played Saturday, and they were if they won two, they move on to the final. So they played two out of three. Um, we got to the first game a little late because we knew Lacie wasn't playing, um, and the second game she started. First inning, had a couple errors, so they scored a run, and then we scored a run. We were the home team, so they scored. We scored a run real late, probably I think bottom of sixth, and Lacie was. I've never seen. I've never seen her play like this in a long time. Probably, I want to say 12 as far as the excitement, the crowd noise. Maybe first year 14s, but um, you're in Puerto Rico, you're in their culture. Um, the fans were fantastic. It's just back and forth. Um, lots of lots of horns, drum playing, um, and Lacie was just feeling she's probably throwing harder than I ever seen her throw. And just back and forth, 1-1. It goes into international tiebreaker. Um, went 8 2/3. She went 8 2/3. You can tell she's getting a little tired. There was a couple of um, defensive mental errors there in the eighth inning. And the captain of the Puerto Rican national team hit a 3-run home run off of her. And this kind of deflated the team, and then they ended up losing, I think, 8-3. But super exciting game. Sorry about that. I'm in the airport. But just watching her. Oh, how she was. I think she was came over to the crowd. And was like, "Get up, let's go." So it was just so awesome to watch her do that. This passion, because we talked about it. Hopefully the intercom is
It is diversity, culture, and the reflection of the joy of our people. On behalf of our Luis Muñoz Marin Airport, I invite you, upon your arrival or departure, to take
like,
Puerto Rico with you in your heart.
so yeah, just her passion, the excitement she had towards the game. 'Cause we've talked about it before. You've heard several episodes where she didn't have a very good experience her junior year, and we were even thinking of transferring if the pitching coach came back. Um, and then she got a new pitching coach her senior year. She did really well, and so that her passion for the game kind of was rejuvenated. Because even if the pitching coach came back her junior year, we were even considering putting in a transfer. So who knows how that would have went. Thank God we got a new pitching coach at San Jose State, um, and uh, her passion for the game came back. And then Puerto Rico come back to play as a team, and she had a ton of great time. She spent 4 weeks in Puerto Rico, came back for about three, and then we came back for another two. We were coming out here no matter what. So if they would have lost the last one, we were still coming out here just to spend time with her and have a vacation. So we were able to do a lot of different things. And we went to downtown San Juan, spent time at the fort that they have there, um, and did a lot of walking. Day one, we spent the time at the beach, and the beaches are fantastic and beautiful place to be. And then we went to the rainforest yesterday, and that was fun. We did some hiking, went saw some waterfalls, took some pictures, and just hung out with her. So we are on our way back to the States. Lacie is also on her way back to the States, so she's going to hang out until she goes um, to Australia in late September. So she's going to spend her time in Australia and play there from September to May. And I think what the word around town is that she may come back here to Puerto Rico in the summertime. So just super proud of her as far as uh, what she's able to do with softball, right? Not a lot of people can say that they can play softball in a different country or territory. So, um, and she asked me, it's one thing she asked me while we were at the beach. We were at the beach, just kind of chilling. We were in the water, and she says, "Dad, did you ever think when I first started that you would be on the beach in a beach chair, reading a book with a beer in her hand, in Puerto Rico?" And and I would say no, because most girls when they start or when they play, their aspirations are just D1, and then after they finish college, then they're going to move on to whatever is next. Um, because the opportunities for professional softball or just continuing to play softball afterwards is not there for females. It's getting there, right? The AUSL, has only 4 teams. It's the elite of the elite. But it looks like because of the back end of Major League Baseball, that they're probably going to expand, and a lot more girls are going to have that opportunity to play professional softball. Unfortunately, she's not in that position as far as the eliteness, but she did have a good year, which is funny. So her senior year in softball at San Jose State, she only gave up 3 home runs the whole year, and she pitched a lot of innings. So that is an accomplishment in itself. You talk to any pitcher at the D1 level, um, and to only give up 3 home runs for the number of innings that she pitched is incredible. Now, she does pitch at San Jose State, and if anyone knows about San Jose State, the fences are about 235, and for softball, that's a poke. You have to really, really poke the ball. So they had a lot of home games this year. So I'm not nothing against, nothing to take away from Lacie, but she is in a pitcher's park, um, and so uh, I'm sure that's part of the reason why she didn't give up a whole lot of runs. But she did play at other places, and she only gave up, and those 3 home runs were at different places. So that kind of tells you about San Jose State. And then she comes here to Puerto Rico, and she gave up 2 in 6 years. But um, she did a great job. She's super happy about how she finished herself Puerto Rico. We thought maybe that this might be her only opportunity to play with Puerto Rico. They have invited her back. I'm not sure which team, but if it's Juncos, we love this team. We love the families here. So if she has an opportunity to play next summer, I think she's going to take it, which is kind of cool that she's able to continue her softball career after college. Not a lot of girls can say they can. So kudos to her and her dedication to the craft. Um, and I'm just super proud of her. She was able to play with a girl, Tatiana Roman. Hopefully, we can get her on the podcast and get her thoughts on her career. She plays for the Puerto Rican national team, and she's hoping to make the team go to the Olympics in 2028, which is kind of cool. Tatiana, her and Lacie began their travel ball careers when they were in 10U. Um, and it was a Team Mizuno at the time. And I don't think she was Team Mizuno. I think she came in the second year 10. But yeah, second year 10, she joined the team about halfway through the year. We developed a really good relationship with the family. The family is just phenomenal. Her grandma, her aunt live out here. And then her grandpa was also out here visiting, so we were able to hang out with her family, which was super cool. There's a phenomenal family. But to watch Tatiana grow with Lacie and them being able to reconnect, right? They played with each other in 10 years, and now they're reconnecting and playing um, a beyond college uh, in Puerto Rico, which is cool. Tatiana started out at, I believe, Alabama State, and then transferred to Iowa throughout her career in Iowa. So she did a great job there, and super proud of her as well. Um, but my biggest takeaway as a father, you know, we just enjoyed her. Before, my wife talked about it in really tense situations, um, and this goes for anybody. Um, is just to enjoy the moment as a parent. Um, you sometimes you get caught up, and this goes for all the youngsters out there and the parents of those youngsters. Uh, don't get caught up in the minutia of uh, just travel ball in general, recruiting, what team you're on. Just find the right fit. Obviously, you want to get on the right team. You know, Lacie was to get on the right teams. Um, but just find that right find a team that fits your family values and just be and stick to it. If the gut if your gut feeling is yeah, this team doesn't seem to be what I thought it was, or I need to move on, then uh, I'm reading a book right now. Just jump off the cliff and make that move, um, because it's super important that you find a team that you gel with, that you have a good time, and you want them to challenge you. However, you don't want them to ruin your passion for the game either, right? You want to find that team who's going to hold you accountable, but also have a good time at the same time. And you want to find parents that aren't, you don't want to find you want to find the parents that are going to uplift you and not put you down. It's not, you're on the same team. It's not, yeah, you're competing for some position. At the end of the day, you're working for the same goal, which is try to get a scholarship, some money, to go to college. You go to college. Some people go to junior college, but in California, you go to junior college, it's free. You go to junior college for 2 years, and then you know if you do well, then you're transferring to your 4 year, and it costs less. So just as a and now I'm speaking as a parent, just chill, enjoy the moment because there's in tense situations. Um, we had me and my wife Emily had different um, quirks, so to speak, or different ways we dealt with the pressure situation. I mean, she's pitching, and there's pressure on her to do well, but parents were feeling that same pressure, but we're not in the game, we're not doing it. So, my wife Emily would go if it was a brick and mortar bathroom, she would go hide behind one of the walls and just peek around the corner while she was pitching in a tense situation. I tended to, um, I could not sit there and just watch. I had to pace. So I would, a lot of times there's sidewalks in between fields. I would just walk them down sidelines, and then stop and watch her, throw a pitch. And then when catcher threw it back, and then or at least she does a little circle around. When she would do that, then I would go pace again. And then when she's in her windup, I would stop and turn around and watch her. So that was how I dealt with her pressure situations. But it was awesome because when we were in Puerto Rico, again, it was a tense game. I mean, they're yelling at each other back and forth and cussing at each other and sharing. Um, it was very tense. And me and my wife were just chilling, hanging out. My wife just sat there and was just watching. I sat there and in the beverage and was just enjoying the game, which I don't think I enjoyed the game just as we were pitching back in the day. Um, Yesterday or on Saturday, I really enjoyed watching her play. So and it took me this long for me to start enjoying the game. I started enjoying basically I guess once you got to college. When she got to college, I was able to kind of sit there and just watch. Because I guess I can excel at this point because she was able to get scholarship to go and play at a college level. So now I can, as a father, I can excel and say, she made it. um, but leading up to that, it is pretty intense as a parent. Because you're living vicariously, just to be honest with you, you're living vicariously through your kid. And when your kid doesn't do bad, when your kid does bad, then you feel like I felt as a father. Um, and so I put a lot of pressure on her when she was really young because it was a reflection on me. If she did bad, then I didn't put her in the right situation as far as maybe having the right pitching coach, or I didn't do enough and bullpen, so I was catching her. So it was always it was selfish of me. I felt like it was a reflection on me if she did bad. Once I got over that, once I was like, I just need to chill as a father and just help and support her, give her some pointers, and then I was able to relax a little bit more. Obviously, when she pitched in high school, and when she pitched in high school, I was on a bucket, doing game changer. I didn't trust any of the parents to do game changer, so I did it. Um, but in travel, because it was a lot more intense, because she didn't get recruited until the first season game. Because COVID came her junior year, so there wasn't a whole lot of recruiting going. It was just videos and sending the videos to college coaches. So it was her senior year when she finally got recruited. So that's pretty late for a lot of girls. Um, and still, it was very stressful um, watching her pitch uh, and seeing college coaches watch her and then having her fail in front of his college coaches. Um, but it was great because one of the team that recruited her, San Jose State, the one thing that they loved about her is during a travel ball game, she hit a home run. But what the college coach said was what I liked about because they recognized that you're going to give up home runs was how she performed and handled herself after the home run. I think she threw a first pitch straight quick and ended up, I think, striking out the girl. So she's like, college coaches love that. They're like, you know, there's some people, some of the girls, they give up a home run and then the head drop, they pout, they blame the umpire, whatever. But she's like, hey, I missed the pitch, or girl. These are volleyball girls at the highest level, make sure you put the with them. I believe it was about high school time. And, we're playing Boston. I thought it was Mercado, SoCal Athletics, Firecrackers, Toronto Angels. These girls were real good. She gave up a home run, and I think she struck out the next girl, the next at bat. And then it was the pitching coach of San Jose State was like, that's what I wanted to see. I don't want to see her just always being successful. I want to see her fail, and how does she react uh, when she does fail or she gives up a home run. I don't necessarily consider giving up a home run failing. She missed one pitch, but she, I'm just super proud of what she's doing, how she's handling herself. She's grown so much. She's a mature 22-year-old girl. And we're having these great conversations now. She's gonna head off to Australia. We're gonna go visit her during Christmas time. So if you guys don't know, it is summertime in Australia during Christmas. So we're gonna have a summertime Christmas, and looking forward to it. I think we're gonna spend about 3 weeks there. I'll hang out with her and watch her play, and just enjoy her, enjoy family time. 'Cause that's what, at the end of the day, it's all about family and just loving each other and just supporting each other and whatever they're trying to do. My son is going back to college in August, and he's going to be an intern there, and he's going to do a bunch of things. We're going to be supportive of that. It's kind of all, and we're having a great time as a family. Just looking forward to the next chapter in our lives. Um, and and just to um, close it out here with the name of this podcast, which is Catching You. I don't know if you guys know, but I did a poem called Catching You, and it's basically, I wrote it like, it's a play on words, obviously. Obviously, I love catching her as a father, Volca, being a bucket dad, but I love catching her with her friends. I love catching her getting good grades. I love catching her playing around with her brother and messing around with her brother. I love catching her being successful in school. So it's just kind of a playing word in itself. I am now looking forward to catching her. Uh, she's still playing softball, so beyond softball, I'm looking forward to catching her doing those next things, which is, getting a boyfriend and eventually getting engaged, and married, and having kids, and getting that next job. I'm looking forward to catching her in those moments. So I hope you enjoyed this, and hopefully we're gonna get Tatiana um, maybe next week or in a few weeks. I would love to have you guys hear her story. It's a really cool story. And nice if you're watching this or listening. I love you. Everybody else, catch you on the other side. Take care.